guys, welcome back to our channel again. So today we will discuss the 8th question of August Leetcode challenge. So our question is path sum 3. So what question say? So question says that we have given a binary tree like this. We have given a binary tree and we have to find that the number of nodes with the sum equals to 8 or number of path equals to sum 8. Now you do not have any foundation, means you can start from any middle node and go up to any node, or you can start from there to there. So you does not have any foundation. Other than that, you have to find out the sum equals to 8 and the nodes will always be less than 1000 and their range will be something in a range of a million, from a negative million to a positive million. So this is the question. What we have to do, we have given a binary tree, we have to find the number of paths which have sum equals to 8. Now we have to count the path, but you thinks that DP will be used, but in this question DP will not be used. We will use some more concepts of binary tree or consecutive binary tree, in which we have to find the sum and then we have to calculate. Now let's understand that first of all what we are trying to do in this question. So we have a tree like this: 10, 3, 7, 11, -2, 5, 6. So we have a tree like this. Now let's make it a proper tree. Okay, now this seems like a tree. So this is the tree. Now first of all we have to calculate if it's sum tree or cumulative tree or whatever you say it, but the value or the tree will look like something like this: 10, 13, 17, 13 -2, 11, 13 plus 5, 18, 17 plus 6, it will be 13, and 7 plus 11, what it will be, 17 plus 11, it will be 28. So our values or our cumulative tree will be something like this. Now suppose I want to find a sum where the sum is 8. Now how I can find that? If I subtract this value from this, what I am getting 8. So there is a path other than this. We will go from here to here, we will get a sum equals to 8. I want to find the sum equals to 1. So how can I find? Again subtract this from this, what we are getting, 1. So we get our sum. Similarly, if we want to find out what 3, same again we will do, subtract 3. For 18, same 3. Now in between here 17 came. Now I want to find the sum equals to 17. So it is already there. Now if I want to find a sum equals to what, I have done some miscalculation here. 23 should come. Yes, here 23 should come, and the value which will come here will be 13. Now suppose I want to just find 6. Now how can I find? When I subtract this from this, I am getting 13, but this is small. Now what I'll do, I'll subtract this from this, what I'm getting, what I am getting a value which is known as 6. So we get our 6 as answer. Now in this question we have to suppose count for 8. So how many 8 values we got? 1. So this is a simple tree which we have calculated in this type. Now when I am going to explain the solution, then all the things which I have explained you here will be cleared in the solution. In the solution I am also using a map which will be helpful in hashing. Now in the solution I am not making a tree, I am using a variable sum which will store the current index, means 10 plus 3, it will store 13, 10 plus 7, it will store 17. So like this it will store all the values. Now with respect to this sum, we are calculating a pre-tree or a hash table in which I'll count some values, and whenever we encounter something like this, then we will go further and we will try to solve a question, or sorry, we will try to add that value into our answer. Now let's see our solution directly, so that we should not confuse more in this question, because this is a very typical question to understand, but after seeing the code it will be very easy for you to understand it. So first of all, here I have checked that the root is null or not. If root is null, then simply return 0. Now I've calculated a map, sorry, I have made the map. After that I have initialized its 0th value with 1. Now why I have initialized its 0th value with 1? This is a very good concept. Whenever a value is going, our initial value will always be 0 only. So it will be what? It will be 1, because this 0 represents what? In the tree we have calculated that 10 value now. Sorry, not calculated, its head was 3. Now if we subtract 10 from 10, the value becomes 0. So for that we are representing this. So this is representing by this. Now we have initialized a count which will be 0. Now we have called a path sum function in which I pass 0, which will store the current sum. Current sum is 0. Root, which will be the root. I'm sorry what I'm saying. It is a map, then a count and a sum, and at the end we have returned the count. Now what all we have done, it is that there in this small function which is known as path sum. Now let's look at the function. So in the function I have called the first value as sum, second value as root, third value as pre-sum, fourth value as a count, and last value, which is our sum in this case, I have called it target. Now first of all I have checked that the value is null or not. If the value is null, then I have simply returned. Now if the value is not equal to sum, then I will add that value into the sum. So 10 plus whatever the value will be, it will be 17. Suppose the value is here 8, so it will be 18. Now what will happen? This minus this, we will calculate this, so it will be coming 8. Sorry, it will be coming 10. Now at 10 we will check that the value is 1 or not. So in this case it is not 1. So what we will do? We will go further. Now again the same thing we will do. We will add that value into the sum. Sorry, in this case the value is not going to be 18, it is going to be 10. So we have calculated the value 10. So 10 minus 8, it will be 2. So we will check some 2 indexes there or not. If it is not, then we will go further. So in this case it is not, so then we will initialize the sum plus plus. Now what is happening? This 10 is initialized. Now we will go further. Now here suppose what came? 8 came. Now this 8 will be added to the sum, the left and right. This is a simple BFS traversing. So in this we have to do some BFS traversing, and at the end we have to decrement the sum also, so that single value cannot be called again and again, because this loop first going to be called for left, then right, and then it will return. That's why we are subtracting that the value should not be occurred again. Now after this 8 came, so 8 plus 10, 18. Now 18 minus 8, 10. Now previously we have initialized our 10 increment. This will increment our count by 1. So what we have done, previously we have some value and currently we have calculated some more value. Now there's some, if it is a target value, or I have calculated a target value which is equal, then our count will be incremented. So this will help us when some value occurred correctly. Now in this place there is a 7 and there is a 1. 7 and a 1. Now till now again it will go in the left. Values of sums where the value is 1. How many on what values are there? On 10 and on 17. Our values are what? Our values are uh, what we are saying, our values which have inserted in a map, and here the values will be 1 and 1. Now after that 1 came, so sum became 18. Now first of all, sum 18 minus target. So minus target, what the value will become? 18 minus 8, 10. So now we will check the 10. So 10 is there in the map, so values will be incremented. Now in the basic, I've shown you the full solution. Now I am just going to again explain you this with the help of one more example. So we'll take example 10. Let's take it 3. Sorry, let's take it here 5, here 3, here 2, here here take a 1, here minus 3, and here we will take a 7. What? Here take a value known as 7. Let's take it 7. And now let's make it proper. Value came here also. Okay, let's change the color. Sorry, it is not the right node, it is the right node. Now we have to calculate the sum. So with the help of that solution only, I am just going to explain it. So first of all, I am just going to verbally find out, or I am just going to try to find out with the ease that verbally or practically I am just going to find out it. So let's target our sum equals to what? Sum equals to 7. Okay, sum equals to 7. Now in first case, what will be our sum first path? Let's change the first color. Our target is 7. First, this one, this is value is 7, this have value 7, and this alone have value 7. So we have these 3 paths. Now I have to calculate for every path. Now first of all, I'll just make a tree with the help of that algorithm. So the value is here 7, here the what it will be 14. What values here it will be, here it will be 17, here it will be 18, and here it will be 19. Okay, let's make some circles for the nodes. Okay, so this is the tree which we are going to make in this part. This is our tree which will be very useful in explaining you all. Now previously we have calculated the sum, so I will mark it so that we should not forget that what should be our answers in this case. So these 3 are our answers. Now let's solve this again. So in the question we have you must confuse in one part. In this part you must got confused at what we are trying to do with this. Now this is the whole thing which we will solve. So first of all, here and here we will go, then in depth all the parts we will do. Now whenever we will encounter some value, we will decrease or increase that value. Now suppose we are on this 10, so we will push back that value into our some array or whatever we call it. So let's make it the size bigger. Let's make a very big huge size. So I'll write on top of it so that the value should not be there. Value should be properly inserted. Let's place it here. Now first of all 10. So 10's value will be initialized with 1. Now two variables, 2 paths will be there. There's one for the 15, one for the 7. So first we will consider for the 15, then we will go for the 7 part. Now here we will check that this sum. So first of all we have initialized 0 also in the question, if you have in a mind. So 0 equals to 1, and now 10 is also equals to 1. Now what came? 15 came. So 15 minus 0, the value is not inserted in the map till now. 15 minus 10, the value is not inserted in the map till now, so we will not do anything. Now 15, we will insert it here also. Now 15 came, 15 after 15, let's again call for the two parts, left and right. So first of all we will solve the left. So the value came 17. Now 17 minus 7, the value is 10. Now we will check that some 10 value is there in this array or not. So 10 value is there in the array. So what we will do, we will increment our count. Now what we are trying to do, we are just trying to find the difference. In this case the difference is 7. So we got our answer. So this is what I want to explain, that we just want to find the difference between this and this. We have a difference of 7. Between this and this we have a difference of 7. Sorry, between the 0 above it, which we have calculated default, and this, our answer is, our difference is 7. And between this and this, our difference is 7. So we have calculated these three paths in the question only. So till now also, if you don't got, please comment down, I'll explain you there. Any part of the question, if you got any problem, please comment it down, I'll explain you there. And if it is not possible over there, I'll make a new video on proper explanation of it again. So for that, subscribe my channel, and for new videos of August Leetcode challenge, subscribe my channel. For the suggestions or for anything which you need in my YouTube channel or on my content, please comment it down, I'll look at that. And for more such videos, like, share is compulsory, so please do that, and please subscribe my channel. So thank you guys, this is all about this question. Thank you.